Hey guys, what's up? This is Day, and I'm back again with another live. So, we're going to be drawing ghetto, but in my style. So, I recently bought a new set of colors. So, you must have seen these colors in my previous videos that I've been posting. So, I'm gonna be using these, and then I bought a bunch of different shades of markers, like not the entire set but like the bunch color that I wanted. So yeah, and just yesterday I received my white marker, so I'm gonna be using it today in this live. So let's get started. So I did the sketching part before because it's a very detailed drawing that I'm gonna be doing. You can just see the simple sketch. I'm gonna be adding details with like while coloring and while I'm at it. So, yep. And we're gonna be talking a bit more about how I started drawing and how I got into it. Hi, one person watching. So we're gonna start by coloring in. So we're gonna start by adding this. Okay, so I'm gonna be adding details into this because it is something I just made a circle. I need to add details to it. Hi to the 10 people watching. Alright. Let's get it over with. Right. Grab this. There we go. So we're done with this part. Um, so now let's start coloring. But before we color, I'm just gonna add a bit more details to Ghetto. Like the dress and things. Okay. Here we go. We've got it. We're gonna erase the unwanted lines so we have a clear image of what we're drawing. So this is the basics stuff that you need to do in case of drawing. I did the sketching part, and if you want to see me just sketching in the live, I can do that too. Alright. This is gonna be like a very detailed drawing. I'm gonna do a background too, so you can't really. Alright. Let's add details to this. We're gonna add a bit more details while coloring it. Okay, let's start. So I'm gonna be using a bunch of colors. I'm gonna go with a bit more colorful aesthetic, but not like a lot colorful, but it's gonna be mostly pink, purple, blue in it because I just wanted to do something different, not exactly what ghetto is. So we're gonna go for all the shades of pink purple I have in here, which is all me. So I have purple, pink, and blue. There we go. So we're gonna be using all these. So in this, I'm gonna be using fruit pink. Then we're gonna be using pastel violet. And then we're gonna be using vivid purple. And we have vivid reddish purple. All shades you can find. I don't even know how the shades, but okay. Violet dark, light blue, and pastel blue. Okay, there's very minor difference between these two. But yeah, you can see when you color it. You don't see it right now, but when you color it, you can see the difference that pastel is a different kind of shade and light blue is a different kind of shade. Okay, then we have a bunch of old markers too, which I'm gonna be using. So yeah, which I'm gonna be using two because I can just color with the new ones. I need the old ones to, enhance it. And of course, I'm gonna be using this white alcohol marker that I got just about yesterday. Okay, let's do it. Okay, we're gonna start with the hair, which is, of course, we're gonna go with fruit pink as the base of the hair. So fruit pink is more of like skin color than rather than the like a really pink, but it's like kind of skin color. I'm gonna do it here just to add highlight. And then I'm gonna use other colors to enhance the fruit pink. Okay, here we go. So yeah, I told you guys that we're gonna be talking about how I started drawing and where did I find all this motivation to draw. So the very first drawing I made was when I was 3 or something. And then around when I was 7, I started watching this YouTube channel where they teach basic drawing tutorials. And from there, I would like play the video and start drawing with those guys. I can give them a shout out too. It's called Kids Art Hub. They're like really nice people, and they teach a lot better than half the people. There's like this dad, and he draws he draws with his kids. I used to watch him, It was really nice. I learned to draw from them like perfectly. Then after a couple of years, like when I turned 12, we started this. When I was 10, we started this YouTube channel, and then I started drawing on it. And then now what I do is like for last 4 to 3 years, I just look at Google pictures and I draw. I don't go for YouTube tutorials. I take the Google picture, I make the guidelines, and then I start draw. That way it's way easier for me to draw because Google pictures are easy. You can easily see the guidelines on them. And sometimes the drawing is harder than I expect it to be. Then I go for like drawing images, and then you can see the other artists make guidelines for it. So I use those as well sometimes. They help me a lot. So I've always like love drawing and coloring because I would make bunch of cards for my mom like randomly, not even like special occasion or if it's like a birthday or something. I'll just randomly make cards for her. I'll randomly make cards for my dad. And my favorite coloring brand has always been Faber-Castell because of their nice color features and hi Moon Girl. Yeah, they also had they're like really good colors and markers they have, and they blend well. That's why I always liked Faber-Castell. I was recently introduced to Ohu markers, and I bought them. I'm gonna buy some more of them just to complete my set. So yep. Comment down below which is your favorite anime. I've been watching anime for like since last year. My sister watched it before me. Then I started watching it too. And yeah. So I've been watching it for the last since last year. You might have noticed in my videos that since last year I've been doing a lot of anime because I started watching anime. So far I've watched Jujutsu Kaisen, I've watched half of Naruto. I'm still on Naruto. Due to my exams, I stopped watching. But now I'm gonna continue. Naruto and then One Piece is my next target, probably. Okay, so now we're gonna use so you might see this is very uneven and very dirty, but it's soon gonna look nice when I'm almost done with the other part. So we're gonna just do this. So comment if you like lives more or shorts. Do you want me to do a bit more lives? Like 2 lives a week or just 1 live a week is fine for you guys. Okay. Now we're gonna take the pink we were using before. Up in the wrong side. And we're gonna color it in. We're gonna do this to blend in the color and get that effect. See? It's blending in. So when we're blending in, and then at the bottom, the space I'm leaving is for the pink color that I did before. So I'm gonna do it at the base just to give it a nice effect. It's gonna look nice at the end. It's not gonna be as bad as it's looking right now. gonna add a bit more color to it. It'll be too light. Alright, there we go. So, yep. Like I'm literally talking to myself because there's 0 people watching. The live. Okay, here we go. Now, once we're done. Now, since this part is like a little left, this is a lot left, and we're gonna work on this part more. But we're gonna finish this part first. So there we go. Final touches. We're gonna add this. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna add the hair. And as you can see, it's overlapping the sketch lines, but it's okay since we're gonna outline it later, so it's gonna cover it up. Okay, there we go. We've got this. Now we're gonna do this. So we're gonna go for a larger area of pink for this one. Okay. Now I had this very tiny pink color that I'm gonna use. It's this. See? This is mostly what I keep for when I'm blending the pink color. It's very tiny because I've used it a lot. But I'm gonna be using it right now just to get out the marks over here because it's very messy. But we're gonna first focus on this part. Is it bad if she... Wait, what? Okay, yeah. So we're going to finish coloring this part. The front hair of Ghetto. Right over here. Almost done. Right? And then we're gonna do this. Five people watching. It's gonna be a long drawing tonight. Today. Tonight, it's day, okay. Today. Alright. Almost there. Yeah, around there. We're done. Okay, now we're done with this base part. Hi. Now we're gonna do this part. Where we're gonna add a light shade of pink over the marker just to avoid the dirty marks that are showing up because of the marker. We're gonna cover those up with this pink. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this pink again, okay? And we're gonna use this highlighter side. I'm gonna stroke it in. Just to blend it in with the rest of the colors. We're gonna stroke it above with this marker. And we're gonna blend it in completely. So it all looks one. Doesn't look like too many colors were added to this. Right? Okay. There we go. See, we're done with the hair. Now we're gonna outline this hair with a thin marker. And I'm gonna use the thick black marker at the very end. So we're like 2 pins. Okay. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. There. We're done with this front part. Now we're gonna do this. Okay. There we go. And this part. Now you can see there's a bit high. High in here. Okay. Someone is cinnamon roll in here. Someone named themselves cinnamon roll. Okay. There's some white parts left over here. I'm gonna color them in. And we're finally done with the hair. Good. Now we're gonna do the face part. We're gonna do the eyes and we're gonna do the glasses. We're gonna go one by one. Because the eyes and the glasses are the hard part. We're gonna finish. I've never tried cinnamon roll. I just know it exists. I never tried cinnamon roll. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do the eye part. Zoom in a little. Just so you can see what I'm doing. Bear with my pen because sometimes it just out of middle of nowhere stops working. And especially happens when I'm in a live or in between of my video. Just, I don't know, this pen loves to annoy me or something. Okay, we're done with one eye. It was easy. Okay, and there we go. See? I just stopped working. Okay, now we're gonna do the other eye. See, now look at how light it came out. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. There. There. We're done with the eye. Now we're gonna do the hard part that is overlapping the eye to enhance it. And we're gonna color in the brows. Okay, now we're gonna do this eye. Mess up the artwork for super chat. Wait. Okay. Let's color in the brows. And there we go. Finally the eyes are done. And we're gonna do the glasses. We're gonna what? I don't know what a kurami is. Kurami is. I know cinnamon roll, but I've never tried any of that. So yeah. Okay. See, I told you it stops working halfway along. Whoa, that was close. That was close. I almost ruined the drawing. Okay, there we go. Nice. I don't even know how cinnamon roll tastes, but okay. Uh, that was close. Alright, there we go. Now we're gonna do the fingers. Let's go back to normal. Okay. Five people watching. Hi. Alright. We're done with this. We're done with it. Comment your favorite song or anime song, anime theme song. Mine is honestly from Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm a very big Jujutsu Kaisen fan. And my favorite character would be Yuji Itadori and Nabara. And for my favorite villain so far is Sakuna. Give me a sec, I'll be right back. Ba-ba-ba. I forgot my colors, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just went to drink water. Natural stuff. Okay. There we go. There we go. So we're done so far with this part. Now let's use the eraser to erase all the pencil sketch to avoid messy coloring, because I honestly hate when people don't erase the pencil sketches from their drawings. Erase all the pencil sketches from my drawing. There we go. Now we're not gonna do this part because we didn't outline it. We're just gonna focus on this and this right now, and then we're gonna come down to this. Okay. So now I'm not gonna do a pink skin, so I'm gonna be using brown peach and a bit of orange to color the skin. We're gonna do the pink glasses, which will be in a very darker shade than the rest. So I'm gonna be using vivid reddish purple. Yeah, this is the shade I'm gonna be using for the glasses. All right. Oh, okay, that was a very tight cap. Wow, okay. One mistake detected. Now, the fun part is I have a sketch paper, like a very thick sketch paper under my drawing, because if I don't, it will all come on the next page. So remember, if you're using markers like these, you're supposed to put another paper under your drawing. Or the next paper will be as colorful as the one before. Okay, we're doing this. So whenever you're coloring with a marker, remember, your color should be only in one direction. It will look like you use two different markers on a single drawing. And when you're done, just put one more hand over it, so it will not look messy. Now we're gonna use a rescue partner for this, which is the white alcohol marker. Wow, oh god, it's tight. Oh my goodness. This thing's sharp. Dang. Alright, there we go. One person watching. Hi. Now we're gonna use, again, we're gonna color in the next side of the glasses. We're done, almost done. Okay, here we go. There we go, we're done with this. Now we're gonna do the eyes and the skin. So we're gonna color the eyes black, obviously. I'm gonna be using the thick black marker. to get a nice jet black color for it, and to avoid any spaces being left. There. Sharp. Now we're gonna sharp our pencil colors. Hi to the 2 people watching. Okay. My dustbin. I'll have a dustbin for my table that I use to sharpen my pencils. Okay, where's the brown color? There. Now I'm not so good at coloring the skin. This is what my sister taught me. She's younger than me, but she watches more, like she is a sketch artist, so she knows how to color skin more than me, and she taught me this way. And I learned some of it from other anime artists who how to color anime skin. So we're gonna do highlights with this. Now we're gonna color this part brown of one eye. Don't do it on both the eyes. And then on the other side of the eye, you're gonna do this. You're not gonna do anything. You're gonna simply just do a very light brown. Don't go so dark on brown or else it will look hideous. Just do like a light kind of thingy. So it looks nice, not so bad. Okay. Now we're gonna use peach. Okay. This is orange. We're gonna add like lines. Don't add too much. Just a bit. And now the ultimate part. You color it in. With this. And I usually use there's another silent weapon I have that I use. It's a crayon I use to blend over whatever I am. See. So ever there were like gaps in between when I was coloring, now it's smooth. So I always use this when I'm doing skin colors. It's a long process, but it's worth it, honestly. Your anime looks legit whenever you do this. Ever since I was a kid. Okay. See? Look at the way the colors blending and everything. So I always use this crayon whenever I'm doing skin colors. Okay. We're doing this part. See the way it creates a highlight over the eye? Yeah. This is the exact look we wanted. Okay, there we go. Smooth. Now we're gonna do this part. We're gonna color it in. So even if I do some of the color very light, it's gonna enhance after I use the crayon. So see. When doing this, it will enhance the light part of the skin color that wasn't so visible. I'll do that. There. See? Okay. Now let's start. Gonna use the same trick we did above, right over here with the rest of the skin. And yep, there you go. We've got a perfect skin tone. You want me to draw Hello Kitty? Okay, I can do that in the next live though. Let's use this pen. Hi, Janavika. We're gonna do this and this and this. Okay. There we go. We're gonna use the color once again to the spots that the crayon couldn't cover, because the crayon has like a thick nip on it and it doesn't cover some of the areas sometimes. So we just gotta make sure everything is intact. Now we're gonna do the ears and then we're gonna come down to this part. So we're gonna shade on the ears too, a bit. There we go. And now the crayon part. And then final touches on both the sides. There we go. We're done with the face. We're gonna come down to this part. So we're gonna need to sharpen my pencil again. Why is this one? Okay, there we go. And we're almost done here. Then we're gonna use the crayon to balance it, of course. There we go. We're done. Okay. We're done with this. Thank you, Blackpink World. Now we're gonna do the glow. So I was having a bit doubt about the glow, like what color should I do, what color should I not do. But then I realized that I'm gonna be doing this dress, like the coat, blue. So I suppose I should do this. I'm gonna do violet dark. It's kind of a blue, but a bit darker than the light blue and the pastel blue. So it's gonna be a nice shade to add. So let's do this. Okay. Where were we again? Yep, here we go. And there we go. Okay. Someone's knocking at my door. Okay, it was my mom. She didn't know I was live. So yeah. Let's go. Okay. Zero people. What? Hi to the one person watching. It's been 1 hour almost, like 46 minutes, and I've been at it. I've been live. So comment if you guys like my live more, or should I like keep doing shorts? One live is fine a week, or is it like should I go twice a week? So, so I'll sup. Okay, almost done. Oh, my hands are sore from all this coloring. I'll show you all my previous drawing as well, as some of you might have not seen them. At the end of this live, let me just finish this drawing. Alright, here we are. So sad. Here we go. 2 people watching. Hi. Now when we're done with this, I'm gonna grab my colors and take out the dark blue color that I have to smooth this color because it's really messy and it's annoying me. Okay, let's see what we can do about it. I haven't used the purple color yet, but I'll be using it soon. Let's put my pencil back. Okay, let's get the blue color. There we go. Okay. All right. There we go. And so far, so good. We're going pretty gray right now. Enhance the amount of shading. So comment below what next more characters you want me to do. I got a request for Hello Kitty. I bought like very little Hello Kitty as a kid. I'm more for like Tom and Jerry person. And I watched Pink Panther. I watched Ben 10, Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff Girls, yeah, that's what I like. And what else have I watched as a kid? Oh, I also watched Nickelodeon shows. One of my honestly favorite were Henry Danger. Then we have Haunted Hathaways. Yeah, definitely. School of Rock, yes. Also one of my favorite ones. From Henry Danger, my favorite character is Charlotte. Tell me if you want me to create Nickelodeon show characters anime too. I can do that. And currently, I am into F1 too. I've been watching F. I haven't watched GPs yet because I can't. Like, I don't know where to watch them, but I've been keeping updates on the latest GP. And honestly, I support McLaren. In fact, I honestly love the brand McLaren. So yeah, we can. Oh, there we go. All smoothing out. Oh wait. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Alright, here we go. And, go check out my Instagram. It's in my bio. I have like posted some cool stuff there. You might like. Better go check it out. So we're done with this. Now we're gonna do this. For this we need a bit of no, what am I doing? It's supposed to be. Okay, now it's dirty. Let's correct that. Use the eraser. Oh! Wait, what did I just do? Totally. Well, let's just. We're gonna really have to clean this up. I ruined it. Woo! There we go. We're done with this part. Now we're gonna do this. There we go. We're gonna do the this. Okay. So far, so good. We're done. There we go. We're done. Now we're gonna do this. Alright. We're almost. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna do this part. Let's go. First, we're gonna color in the neck skin, and then we're gonna go for the dress. Alright, let's do this. There we go. Hi, Sakina Anwar. Okay, there we go. Done. Whoops. There we go. Now we're gonna do this part. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna color it. Okay, we're gonna color blue. Remember, don't do marker two ways, always go one way. So when you're now, we're gonna use this one again. Get it smooth. Okay. See, now we're gonna do the bottom part. Okay, I honestly love the sound of the marker going squish, 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 squish. I don't know about most of the artists, but I honestly love the sound. It's amazing for some reason. Alright, there we go. We're done with this. We're done with this. We're done with this. Now the background. Now we're gonna go to the background. Okay, but so I'm kind of thinking of drawing like a web on this, but I think I'm gonna ruin this if I do anything more. But what I'm gonna do on the side, white. See, beautiful. There we go. Now we're gonna color the background, which I'm thinking should be in like a darker color or something, just to avoid. Oh, just look at this. Okay, so we're thinking of a nice okay, I have an idea. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. You're okay. I'm gonna use the thin side of the marker. I'm gonna color this in. Alright. I might ruin the drawing, but I don't know. I have this instinct of doing it. So I'm just gonna go with it. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta trust yourself. And I do that a lot. Sometimes I end up ruining things. Sometimes it just turns out to be a masterpiece. Especially, I do that with art mostly, not with most of the things I do around the house, but mostly with art. There's that one thing you can experiment on. Nothing will get ruined. Like, there's no. Right. Let's do this. We're doing this. Right. So I don't know. This was. Now we're gonna do this part. Okay, we're doing this. Oh, okay. Almost. Red. Okay. The last part might blow your minds a bit because I've never done this before, but let's see if I can do it now. I've only seen other artists do it, but I'm feeling like doing it right now, so I'm gonna do it. Now we're left with this bottom part. Hi, nickname expert. Good day to you too. Alright. There we go. The background is done. Now we're gonna take the white marker. Hi. Okay. And we're gonna do something. We're gonna outline this entire drawing with the white marker. And I think some of you might have guessed what I'm about to do. Yes, this is ghetto, but like a bit in my style, so I don't really. Alright, there we go. Let's do this. It's turning out nice, not so bad. Let's see where it goes after I do the next part. Alright, so far so good. The white part is done. Now we're gonna grab. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, I should have known. Okay, none of these markers are working on it. So I'm kind of doomed, but I'm not done yet. I still didn't use the purple color, so I'm not gonna give up that easily. Let's do a thicker line so that I can do what I'm willing to do. I'm doing a bit twist in it. Alright, there we go. Now we're gonna grab the purple color and we're gonna go like this. Alright, there we go. We're gonna do the purple color thing over here too. There we go. We're done with ghetto. Now I'm gonna clean up my station, my table. Okay. Here we go. Oh, there we go. We're gonna go with the markers. We're gonna put all the colors back. Alright. So this is the final look of ghetto. Let me sign it because I always forget. There we go. The final look. See you guys in the next live. Bye.